Hi everyone, this is Sheila Peters and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. Let's start by turning to the side and we're going to have our feet underneath us and we're sitting up nice and tall and we're going to work with that lower spine. So we're going to curve the lower spine behind us, tilting the hips slightly and then reverse this. So we're just doing the lower back action from the hips and really isolating that lower back. Here we go, tilt it so the spine goes behind, and now the spine goes forward, and once more, tilt it to the back, and the spine comes forward. Now we're going to exaggerate this by pushing the lower spine out and allowing our hands against our thighs to push so we get a little farther over, and our upper body will start to curve there. Pushing through the hips, reverse that, feel that undulation that happens in the hips, and allow the body to come a little farther forward with the hip up. Repeat, curve it to the back. Really feeling that journey that spine is taking as the hips tilt. And it allows us to get a little more action traveling up the spine from that lower spine to the middle spine. And come forward. Let's take that once more. And here we go. Rolling it back. Push. And coming forward. Now we're going to exaggerate that even more. So let's come back to a neutral position. Open the knees out so we have some space for our body to fall forward. And now once again, we're going to the back and really exaggerate that, holding on to the abdominals, push through, feel the hips twist and drop down and allow the body to come forward. Hands can drop. And from here, rolling up, pushing with the hands, pushing into that more extreme position. With the lower back going and up and come through. And so now the whole torso, including the head, is going to reflect what's happening in that back. Push, stretching out. Come through with the hips, up and forward, all the way down. And last time, coming to the back, push with the hands. So we're really starting to warm up that spine. Come up, push through, arc. And come down. Now we're right here in a modified child's pose because our knees are rotated out. Let's take our front arm and reach that arm forward to stretch through the side of the rib cage and the armpit area. Release that. Take it to the other side. Breathing out with that back arm, stretching through the armpit and the upper spine. Release. And first arm, reach it out. Stretching and release, and back arm, reach it out and release. Let's take that 2 more times. So you really have a chance to inch out as far as you can with the fingers there, feeling a stretch that you can expand and release, and all the way out, reach it out. Maybe you can feel it all the way from the hip and release. Let's take that once more. Reach that out, way out there. Long line. And release, and reach it out, and release. Now rolling up through the spine, and now let's position ourselves so we're facing front, and bring the legs a little bit closer again. Backs are nice and tall. Reach the hand down and stretch. Trying to press the elbow down as you keep the arm reaching over. So now you're getting a side body stretch. So the spine is now moving in an opposite direction. Side to side. Good. And up and over. We're going to take 4 sets of these. Each time try and get that elbow down a little farther over. And feel that nice arc that's happening out to the side. 2 more sets. Breathe and reach. Good. Up and over and reach. Last time. Lift up and over. Excellent. Up. Reach. And over. Excellent. Come upright. All right, let's move our hips to the side. So we're moving our hips over to the side. Little side, lower back. Stretch there. Very subtle. Up and over. Lift it up. And sink into the floor. Up and sink into the floor. Okay, now we're going to go back over to this side. And we're going to push our hips up a little bit using this hand here to support us. So we're pushing hips up. And down, and lift, and down, and lift those hips up, more side body stretch happening there, and lift, up, and down. Everything goes over to the other side. Here we go. Put the hand down and we push the hip up and down. Really pushing the hips way up, getting that side stretch there, down, and lift up, and down, and lift up, and down. Good, coming back up. Let's come up to our knees, and we're gonna make ourselves so that we still have our knees supported on the mat there. Reaching this right leg out to the side. We're going to take a 90-degree angle here, and we're going to push out. So now we're getting a bit of a stretch in the inside thigh here. And straighten, and press, and straighten. Two more. Press, and straighten, and press, and straighten. Bring that leg back in, and let's take the other leg out. Stack it so you've got the 90-degree angle, and push out, and straighten, and push out, and straighten. Good. Push it out, and straighten, and push it out, and straighten. Coming back to your knees. Let's put our hands down, curl the toes under, press the heels down. Heels go on the floor, heads drop, first hamstring, little stretch there, and then rolling up through the spine. Excellent. Coming up to a straight position, bring the legs in. Feet are really nice and tight. Bend the knees, and we're going to push the hip out to the right here. And shift and put it to the other side. So we're increasing the side stretch on the hip and out. Two more. Reach it out. Good. And out. And push it out. And push it out. Excellent. Come up and let's take a wide position. We're going to replicate that bend through so that we have a straight leg position here and up. And we're going to reverse that. Out and up. Push it out and lift and out. Now let's take it with both knees bending. Out, stretching that inside thigh. Lift, keeping the back so nice and tall. Reaching out and up. Bend, push, and up, and bend, and up. Reaching the arms up. Let's swing the arms as we have that bent knee position back. Stay straight. And up, and down, crossing one arm in front of the other, and switching which arm goes in front each time. Lift, and bend, and lift, keeping the arms out right. Let's reach out through the rib cage and reach. Push it out and reach all the way. Breathe and out and reach and out. Now we're going to bring this arm across. We're going to hold on with the right hand here and twist as we go across. And then push, switch the hands and reach. And repeat, keeping the hips front. And twist the hands and reach. We have two more. And push, pull it across, keeping those hips front. So you're getting a twist in that spine, and you're going to feel this in the shoulder blade area, arm that's getting stretched as well. Reach and open. Now let's reach over to the side. Slide the hand down. Bring this arm over to the side. So we're increasing that side body stretch. Come up, holding on to the abs, and slide it down, increasing that stretch. Repeat. Lift, over, breathe, reach, up, over, breathe, and reach. Two more sets. Lift, up, lengthen, way out there, and lift, up, over, lengthen, and our last set, letting that head be nice and loose as it goes over, up, and over, and reach. Excellent. Coming up right. Bend the knees, and let's take a swing through the hips, front and back. So hips go front, opening out the inside thigh there. Push it back, and swing forward, and back. And two more sets, and back, and swing forward, and back. Coming back to your neutral position, let's take some circles. We have front, carry to the side, all the way around to the back. And the hips are definitely leading this. Your upper body is going to counterbalance. We're going to take 4 circles in each direction, going to the back. As you come to the front, maintain that rotation in both legs, circling all the way around. Breathe, and let's take one more. Here we go. Front and side, and to the back and side. Reverse it by coming to the front and over to the other side, back and circle, and to the front and side. Good. And back and side. 2 more. To the front and side and back. Last set. Here we go. All the way to the front. Carry it to the side, to the back and side. Coming around to the front, let's straighten up and bring our feet into a parallel position. And we're going to go flat over from here into a hamstring stretch. Preparing our hamstrings for what will come next. Good. And reach it over, flat back. And come up, right. 2 more. And reach over. And come up, right. Last one. Over. And come up, right. Good. Let's rotate the legs back into our open position, arms out. And I want you to take it nice and slow here. So we're going to reach over to the side. We're sort of building on everything we've done so far. Reaching out to that diagonal. Now we're going to go into a flat back, keeping the hips facing front. So there's a little bit of work here on that hip, and we're going flat back over to your right leg. Feeling the hamstring stretch. Now we're going to roll up through our spine, kind of like we did at the very beginning of the class. Bring the arms up. And now we're going to arch out through that spine, going to, again, that flat back position. Repeat that, rolling up, using the abdominals, lift, arms come up, breathe, flat. So going up into your arched position, into that flat back position. We have 2 more. You're going to notice that you're getting a lot of stretches in many different places. Letting that head roll, arms up, out into that arch, to the flat back. And we have 1 more. Roll all the way up. Good. Lift it up. Going into the arch, out. And then we have that flat back. Now from here, from the flat back, once you've established that, let's fold from the hip crease right here, dropping the head down, and this increases the stretch over your right leg, right hamstring. Make sure that the shoulders are loose, heads are loose. We're going to bend that right knee out over the toe. So we're bending, and as we exhale, we push the hip up and try to get our torso to go down closer to that leg. Repeat. Bend, inhale, exhale. Press that hip up. Heads are down. Repeat. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. And straighten. And we have 1 more time. And bend. Knee goes out over the toe. Good. And straighten. And head down. Now staying in this position, we're going to increase the stretch on the hamstring by lifting the toe up and going into a flex position. Make sure that head is loose. Deep breath in. Exhale. Press the heel up. And you definitely can feel where you're getting more of a stretch along that leg. And release the leg down and drape the body down. Breath in. Exhale. Flex that heel up, toe up, so you're on the heel. And then drop down and head releases. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Flex out. Good. And release and drop. And last time, inhale, exhale, press, heel into the floor, toe up, and then foot down and release. Now we're going to bring our arms behind us. We're going to reach up, holding the abdominals, going into a flat back, and come up to your first position here, facing front, open. Let's come up and just sort of shake out, and I'm sure you'll feel very different on this side that we worked with than the side that we have not. So let's take it to the other side. Here we are in our lovely wide position. Arms are out. And we're reaching over to the left. Now we're keeping this arm where it is and reaching the top arm over as far as we can. So we get nice increased side body stretch there. We're gonna open the arms and then go into a flat back, coming from the hips there, out over the left leg. So here we are, we're focusing on that left hamstring. Our legs are rotated out, our hips are facing front. And we're gonna roll through that spine. So we're rolling through the lower back, coming up through the whole spine, arms come up. Breathing, exhale, arch down. So we're getting a little arch there, and then we come back into our flat back position. Repeat, roll it up. Using the abdominals to help you roll up through that spine, head drops. Lift, arch out, going into that arched position until you get to a flat back. 2 more, roll up, lift, breathe. Feel the stretch that happens in the back of the neck, and arch, going down, breathing. And last one, rolling up, increasing the flexibility in the spine in this twisted position over that left leg. Here's our arch. We're going into a flat back, and now we continue the fold. We feel that fold in the hip there, dropping down, and it's a good stretch on the hamstring on this left leg. Shaking that head out, shake the shoulders out. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit. See how far down you are, and then you'll be able to judge how much more increasing your range of motion happens at the end of this exercise. And bend, left knee out over the toe. Press the hips directly up. So you're trying to fold a little bit more at the hip, letting the body go closer to the leg. Bend, inhale, exhale, pressing up. Shoulders are loose, heads are loose. 2 more, bend, inhale, exhale, press, lifting up with that hip as the head drops down. And last time, bend, inhale, exhale, and stretch it up. Heads are down. Now we're going to increase the stretch, so make sure again that everything is staying as loose as it can. We're going to flex into that position with our foot. Breath in, exhale, pressing down with the heel, lifting the toe up to increase the stretch. You may feel this more on the lower back of the calf area. And foot down, draping the body down. Repeat, inhale, exhale, flex, and release. And down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. Good. And release. Heads are loose. Shake them out. Last time. Breathing in. Exhale and press. Enjoying this increased range of motion you have here. And releasing down, and check where you are. You're probably in a very different position than when we started going over this leg. Bring the hands behind, holding onto the abdominals. Let's reach out, lift, and come to your original position and open. Excellent. Let's shake that out. Okay, let's just do a little work on the head and the neck area and the shoulders. So let's have our feet right underneath our hips there and drop the head down. Lift the head up. Drop the head down. Lift the head up. Drop the head down. Lift the head up. And drop the head down. And lift up. Now we're going to go down, chin to the chest, circling over to the right. And we're going to take a semicircle and come up. Drop straight down, circling over to the right. And lift and up. 2 more. Drop down, circling, really feeling the opening that happens in the back of the neck. Lift in the front of the neck here. Drop down, circle, lift. All the way up, and now we're going to take it in the opposite direction. So drop the chin down, going over to your left. Up in that semicircle, all the way up, chin goes lift. And down, circling. All the way around, good. All the way up. And straight down, circle to your left. Join all the places that are getting a little extra attention. And drop down, and circle. Good. Lift it up and down. Coming up to the neutral position. Shake that head out a little bit. Let's take some shoulder circles with bent knees. So we're going to bend the shoulders forward as the knees bend. Lift up to the back. Bend down. Drop. Circle. Lift up and back. And drop forward. Lift all the way back and down. And drop forward. Lift it up. and back, and down. Now we're going to reverse it. So we're going to the back, lift up, legs straighten in front, and down, circling to the back. Lift, front, and down. Again, lift, front, and down, and to the back. Lift it up, and to the front, and down. Now let's exaggerate that by letting our arms work with us. So we're going to come up. Now we're going to bend our knees, twist our upper body, and reach the arms down, coming front. Up, twist, keep the hips front, and down, and lift up. Reach, bend, and around. Lift it up. Reach around, breathe, and down. Now let's add a flexed hand. Lift, flex both hands, push away. Now we're going to stay in this bent knee position, and we're going to rotate this back shoulder forward as our hip comes front and back. Keep the hips front and back. Rotate that shoulder and open and rotate and open. Drop it down. Let's take that once more to the other side. Up, bend, flex the hands, and you've got your arms reaching in both directions. Rotate that back shoulder forward as the head comes forward. Rotate it out as the head goes. And over and open. Let's take two more. Rotate front, head goes with it, to the back, hips stay front. Rotate, good, and to the back. Good. Drop it down and straighten up. And just shimmy out. You will feel like you really opened up through here. Let's take some more work with that rib cage. So bend the knees. We're going to make the ribs go front and back and front and back. Excellent. Front and back and front and back. And let's take the same kind of thing we did with the head. So we're going to go front, semicircle around to the right and to the back, and then go straight through. Front, semicircle around to the back. Two more. Front, semicircle around to the back. And last time. Front, semicircle around, keeping the shoulders down and back. Now let's repeat to the other side. Front, semicircle around and to the back. And front, semicircle around. Good. And third time, front, around to the left with that rib cage. And once more, front, circle it around and to the back. Come to your neutral position and straighten up. Okay, let's go into the side of our mat and just do some nice rolls down into the floor. So from here, backs are straight, head drops down, feeling the stretch through the neck, and then the upper body here. Keep rolling down all the way. And we're going to try and maintain a straight leg if you can, but then you get to the place where you have to fold at the hips. And if you cannot get to that place, you will need to bend your knees. But if you can keep your legs straight, you're going to do so. So shake that head out. Really feel the spine lengthening out and the legs lengthening out at the same time. And then we're going to roll up. Again, if you need to bend your knees, you can. If you are able to manage to not do that, you're going to be holding on to the abdominals, rolling up through the spine. Again, trying to increase the stretch that you feel in between each vertebra. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. We're going to make our hips tilt, go back into that arch. Your knees can be bent, and we're going to drop all the way down. So we're kind of replicating that whole way that we were working with the spine at the beginning of class. Now we're going to make our head come up, and we're going to arch up again through that lower back and straighten. Now rolling down, roll, holding on to the abs. If you can keep your legs straight, please do so, but if you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Drop and settle, and hold on to the abdominals, roll up through the spine to reverse that. Now I'm going to keep my legs straight in this next arch down, but I showed it originally with a bent knee, and you can keep that bent knee working for you if that feels the best for you. All the way down, head leads, coming up, arching up through that spine, and lift. We have two more sets. Roll down from the top of the head all the way. Again, you vary what you need to do with your legs, whether they're bent or straight, and then rolling that up, breathing. So really focusing on that lower spine. Arching through. If you lift hip tilt, and your belly goes down, you're arching, and of course this is going to be working on your hamstrings. Heads down, and head comes up, lift, back into that arch, coming back to a straight back here, and let's take one more step, roll down in the curve, allowing that spine to do all the ways that it can manipulate here, and roll back up, breathing, shoulders are down, head comes up, and then we're going to go into that arch, all the way through, feeling the hips really tilt, dropping down, heads sink and shake it out, and then come back up, arch, then coming upright to an upright position. Good, shake that out. All right, let's find a nice way to just come down. We're gonna go onto our hands and knees, get a little stretch in our instep in our feet. So we've got our supported position here, and we're gonna curl the toes under and press back, walking hands back, lifting the knees up, pressing the heels into the floor, and rolling forward, really trying to keep the weight on the toes, pressing into the floor, and come back to your hands and knees position, and push back, really going through this whole range here, and you can lift your arms up if you want to at the end there, keeping the abdominals engaged, and come up, and press back, push, stretching out the Achilles along the way, coming forward, going through the instep of the feet, so you really get some action in the feet to your flat back, and then push and press all the way back, good, and coming forward, really feeling that through the feet, excellent, and come forward. Now from here, we're gonna go into a down dog, so breathe in, exhale, and press the heels down, and feel that length that happens, not only in the spine, but also in the legs. Lift the heels up. Again, we're getting a stretch to instep, press the heels down, and increasing the stretch in the hamstring, lower legs, and spine. Lift the heels up, breathe in, and exhale, press down. Two more. Lift up, inhale, exhale, press it down, and lift up with the heels, and press down. Good. Now we're going to walk our hands out so we come to a plank, and we're going to rotate the feet and reach the arm up. Good. From here, we're going to just hold and stretch. So you're pressing down through the hand on the floor, up with the hand to the ceiling. So we have a side plank here. Really feeling the strength that you can maintain in this position. And let's bring the hand down, rotate to your normal position, plank here, bringing the hips back down. And then we're going to rotate and twist. So you have the opposite hand reaching up to the sky, and the bottom hand is pressing deeply into the floor. You've got a nice reach there. Feeling the strength. Your arms are going in opposite directions. Your legs go out, away from your head. Nice strength there. Good. And come down, come back into your plank, bend the knees, and let's just release and go into a child's pose for a moment. And then rolling up through the spine. Good. Let's come to the front, and we're going to do a little work with our feet. So let's have the right leg bent behind, and we're going to be sitting up tall, and we're going to just lift this left leg up and take a flex, push through and point, and flex, push through and point. Two more. Flex, push through and point, and flex, push through the foot and point. Circling the foot around, making the big toe be the leader here, so that that big toe is drawing the circle. We're going to take 8 of them. So here we go. Around and circle. 2 more. Around and around. Now we're going to reverse it. Little toe is leading here. So we're making 8 circles. Good. Here's the third one. Shoulders are down, backs are straight. That's it. 4 more. Around and 2 more. Circle it around and around. Good. Now we're going to take that foot and we're going to fold it in front. Make sure that we've got a nice triangle shape here, and our derriere is pretty far back. We're not trying to bring our feet close to us. And we're going to, that foot is nice and relaxed. we're going to start to roll down forward from here. So chin rolling forward. You're trying to fold from the hips there, and we're going to reach out with the arms and drop. Now that front leg is going to feel the majority of the stretch here. Upper body is nice and relaxed, shaking that head out. Let's take 4 deep breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach the fingers out and lower. Breath in. Exhale, reaching the fingers out and seeing how far down you can get. Try to keep the shoulders down. Breath in. Exhale, head is dropped. And last time, deep breath in. And exhale and reach those arms out. Heads are loose. Walking the hands in, rolling up through the spine, coming to an upright position. Good. All right, now we're going to swing ourselves around and put the left leg underneath. We have our right leg lifted, our backs are straight, and we're going to work with those feet again. Shoulders are down. Flex, put through and point. And flex, push through and point. 2 more. And flex, push through and point. And flex, push through and point. Now let's start circling. So it's a big toe. We're going to go in, around, and out. And here's the third one, breathing. We're going to take 8, as you know. So we have 4 more now. So big circles through those ankles. Notice what's happening in those ankles. And around. 2 more. And circle. Good. And circle all the way around. Now let's reverse that and go into the opposite direction with a little toe leading. And we have, here's the third one, breathing and around. 4 more, circling around. Keep that back straight, shoulders are down and around. 2 more, here's 7 and around and 8. Good. Now arrange that leg so it folds in front. Again, make sure that derriere is pretty far back. You're right on top of the sit bones there, and on top of your head is going to roll down, coming forward, sliding hands out. You're folding from the hip flexor there, and again, that front leg is going to get the brunt of the stretch here, and let the head settle. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach the hands out and lower. Repeat, breath in. Exhale and reach. Trying to get the spine a little farther along the floor here. 2 more, deep breath in. Exhale and reach. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale and lengthen out. Heads are loose, shoulders are relaxed. Enjoying a stretch, and then walk the hands back, rolling up through the spine, coming to an upright position. Excellent. Let's bring our legs together in front of us, and we're going to flex the feet, and we're going to drive the heels out. So you're making both legs work at the same time, and then come back if you need to, and then open the legs a little bit more. So we're coming to as wide a position as you can get into. We're going to take the thing that I always say you shouldn't do as a dancer, to just open up the inside thigh a little bit more. So we're going to put our hands in front of us. Elbows are going to be bent, so you have some leverage into the floor there. And right away, you may feel some more stretch in the inside thighs, but we're going to rotate the heels and the legs and the hips inwards. So this is the part that I say is not what we do in dance. We want to always, usually in second position, keep a rotated position. Now we're going to push up with our hands, bring our hands behind, and rotate in the opposite direction. So we're making our hips twist front and back, and come up and over, and maybe you can get a little farther over with your upper body as you increase this range of motion to the front here through that hip, and up, hands, and rotate out. And this could be quite interesting, challenging, shall we say. And come forward, really lengthening and opening up in the inside thigh there, and come to the back, rotating in the opposite direction. And last time, up and over, rotation. How far down can you get with those hips in the upper body? And come up and rotate out. Good. Coming up right, bring the legs in, and let's just feed the thighs out. Good. And let's take that pushing forward with the hips there. So we're going to push with the right hip forward and the flexed foot and twist and shift to the other side. So again, this is a nice way to sort of integrate everything that we've been doing. Push out. Repeat. Push it out to the right and to the left. And upper body twists and out to the left. Sorry, right and now to the left. Good. And beat that out. All right, we're going to bend the knees up. And this time, we're going to shoot that right leg out with a pointed foot and shoot the left leg out with a pointed foot. And if you need to adjust to increase your stretch there, you can. And you want to take the divine flesh out from underneath. And let's just rock side to side through those hips. Good. So we're really helping the hips understand that we're going to be doing some more challenging stretches in just a minute. Okay, so our legs are rotated. We are not going to roll them in like we just did. I'm going to slide to the side and bring this arm out. So now we get a nice side body stretch. You may be feeling this inside thighs. We're going to lift this arm up. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to arch our chest forward. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades together and bring that arm behind. So really opening up the chest while we're stretching the inside thighs. Now bring the arm up, deep breath in. We're going to slide this hand down in between this hollow here that we've created and go as much as we can to the back. So now our shoulder blades are opening and our chest is going into a contraction. It's contracting in. We're going to repeat that. Bring the hand up. Breathe in. Exhale. Opposite direction of the chest. The chest opens to the front and contracts to the back. Reaching that arm behind, both hips are on the floor. Arm comes up, inhale, exhale, slide, and twist. Both hips stay exactly where they've been this whole time. And we have 2 more sets. Coming up, inhale, exhale, open out, feeling that stretch. And up, breathe in, exhale, slide. You may find that you're getting a little farther over in this contracted position to the front. And last time, coming up right, inhale, exhale, opening out. So shoulder blades squeeze. You've got a stretch happening in the shoulder, maybe the collarbone, in the front of the chest. And upright, inhale, exhale, hand comes through, slides, and you get a stretch in the back of your upper spine there. Good. Coming back, let's put our hand on the floor, and we're going to roll ourselves up. Good. Now you're going to find as you sit up tall that this whole side feels completely different from the one that we haven't worked with. So let's go and take it to the other side. Here we go. Reaching out, we're bringing this arm out to the side. Now you may notice, or if you feel like checking out what happens to you in terms of your flexibility, check where you are at this point here as your body is close to the leg. And then we're going to bring the arm up, deep breath in. Exhale. Pushing the chest forward this first time is not going to feel super exciting like it did on the last one on the other side. And come up, inhale, exhale, slide through that space you created and coming through. So both hips stay on the floor. Bringing the hand up, breathe in. Exhale, arcing back, bring that chest forward. You might even use this elbow against this leg to help press that chest forward as the shoulder blades squeeze, and this should feel better the second time. Here we go, upright, inhale, exhale, slide, and reach. So the shoulder blades are moving away from each other and the chest is contracting. And third time, lift it up, both hips stay on the floor, inhale, exhale, press and opening up that chest. Good. Coming upright, inhale, exhale, slide, and twist. You might get pretty far. And here we go. Inhale, exhale, opening that chest. This should feel a lot better than the first time. You may feel like you really can get more of a reach there. And come upright, inhale, exhale, slide, and twist. Good. Putting the hand down, rolling up through the spine, coming to an upright position, and let's bring our legs together. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go down to the floor. So let's take our feet, have them bent, holding onto the backs of our thighs. We feel that curve. It started at the beginning of the class doing that curve. We're just in a different position. And reach out. Good. Legs are in a parallel position, feet are pointed. And we're going to take a traditional hamstring stretch here. So feet stay pointed, bottom leg is your anchor leg. It stays strong and pointed. Bring that knee in. And now we're going to open out to the side, feeling that inside thigh that we just worked with, and come back into your chest. Now we're going to cross by bringing the opposite hand over, wrapping it around the outside of that knee, and then just bringing it across a little bit. You won't be able to get very far, but you'll feel that some things are shifting and changing. Let's take that once more in each direction. So same hand as leg is going to wrap around that knee, opening out. Good. Coming back into the chest. Opposite hand is coming. Other hand drops, and we cross over. The anchor leg is staying pointed and strong the whole time that we're doing this. Coming back to your knee to the chest position, and now let's go into that extension here of the leg and reach and feeling a stretch on the back of the hamstring. Because we've done some hamstring work, this may feel like it's easier to do. And bring that knee in and then reach out again. Here's our second time. Reach it out. Good. And bend and bring it in. And here we go. Reaching way out, trying to see if you can extend that stretch. And come in. And last time, reaching out, stretch, and lengthen. Good. Now we're going to stay here and flex out through both the anchor leg, the leg on the floor, and the top leg. And really feel like you're pushing the heels away from each other. So you're extending that stretch. Point the feet, bend the knee, bring that leg down, and allow it to straighten out. And then just relax the legs and wiggle the hips side to side. Take a moment to check in with your legs and see how different they may feel one from the other. Let's go back into that parallel pointed position, and we're going to bring the back leg in now. Knee comes into the chest, hugging it in. Same leg, same arm as the leg is going to wrap around, and now you're going to open out to the side, keeping your anchor leg right where it is. So again, we're just connecting in with that inside thigh, and then come back in again. Opposite hand is going to cross over, and we're going to bring that knee over to the midline, crossing over as best we can. It won't be very far. And then come back to your neutral position, same hand as leg, and reach, opening out to the side. So we're really stretching through that inside thigh. Come back in, and opposite hand comes to the outside of that knee, and then pulling it across. This time you should probably feel like you get a little farther over. Notice where you feel that stretch. And then come back to your neutral position. Make sure both feet are truly pointed, and then we're going to extend the lower leg up and feel that hamstring stretch. One leg may feel different than the other one. Here we go, bend in. We have different patterns of habitual movement, and so you may find that one side feels a little bit different than the other as you do any kind of stretch. Extending out, here's our second reach. And bend in, keeping both feet very pointed, straight legs on anchor leg on the floor. Lift, and here's the third one, reaching out. Good, and bend in. Exhale, lengthen, and reach. Now we're going to flex both feet so you can change the grip of the legs that are over your head to accommodate that stretch, and feel the heels reaching away. If you really feel like each heel is moving in a different direction, you can get a little more opening in the legs there. Good. Point the feet, bend the knee in, And then allow the leg to come down. And once again, release the legs, rock the hips side to side. Excellent. And let's roll over to our side and adjust yourself so that you remain on the mat there. And we're going to just take some butt molds to the side. So we're rotating our legs out. Our elbow is underneath our shoulder. We've got the lower knee going towards the floor and the upper knee going towards the ceiling. So you've got a nice rotated position. Here, feet are pointed. You're going to maintain the stability here as you lift the leg up. Now cross that leg behind the bottom leg. Lift, bring it to the front. And lift, cross it behind. And lift, cross it to the front. Keep going. And lift, cross it behind. And lift, bring it to the front. And lift, cross it behind. And lift and cross it to the front. Good. We're going to push up, swing the legs, and go to the other side. So we're going to, again, try and rotate that bottom leg so the knee is going to the floor and the top leg is rotated out so that you've got the knee going to the ceiling. You have the proper position here. Keep this lifted, feet are pointed, and we lift up and we bring that leg behind and lift and bring it to the front. Reach it up. Bring it behind and lift and to the front. 4 more. Lift and back and up and front. Lift, back and lift and front. Good. Swing the legs to the front, coming up to an upright position. Good. Shake that out. We're going to take one more stretch for the outside of the thigh there. So bring that right leg to the front here. We're trying to be in an angle that is matching here, so it's parallel. We're going to bring the back leg behind. You're going to lift up, and you can adjust your hands wherever you'd like them to be. Even just in this position with a back leg behind, and your hip isn't really completely on the floor, you can feel a stretch in that hip. But we're going to lower that hip down, lengthening out that back leg. So you'll feel a stretch here, but also on the front leg. And let's lower down to the elbow position here. And slowly fold our bodies over. I'm sure you can feel where you're getting a stretch here. And let's take a couple breaths here. Deep breath in. As you exhale, inch those fingers out and try and fold the chest down towards that folded leg in front. Heads are relaxed. Breath in. Exhale, reach the hands out even farther. Maybe you can get a little farther over that leg. 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale and reach. And last time. Breath in. Exhale and reach. Good. Walk the hands up. We're going to push ourselves up, rotate out, and then slide that bent leg in front of us. And just, again, rock side to side. Take a moment to notice how that leg feels compared to the one we haven't worked with yet. All right, so we're going to go left leg comes in front. Make it be parallel to your mat here. Bring the right leg behind. You're lifting yourself up. And let's just come to that first position where you're not really having the bent leg hip on the floor. Back leg is straight. And already you can feel something there happening. And then we're going to push the hip down, shoot that back leg out a little bit more, and increase that stretch. And coming to that elbow position. Settle here for a moment. And again, as I was saying, we may find that it looks or feels different from one leg to the other. But no matter what, you're getting a good stretch here. And modifying any way you need to. Deep breath in. Exhale, inch the hands out, folding the chest over that leg, folded leg in front of us. Shoulders are down. Breath in. Exhale, reach. 2 more. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And lengthen, trying to reach the fingers out a little bit more so you can lay that torso over the leg even more. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale and reach. Could be a very, very deep stretch for some of you. And then walk the hands back up Rotate this leg out, and then bring the legs together in front. And again, take a little rock. There's been a lot of work that's happened in this area. Good. All right, let's fold our legs in. We've got one leg in front. In that triangle shape, we've got the divine flesh out from underneath us. And let's take our backs nice and straight. We're going to just take another twist through our spine. So we're reaching the left arm up. It comes to the outside of the right knee. Shoulder is down. Take the right hand, bring it behind, deep breath in. And just really allow this hand, left hand, to press against that right knee to twist through that spine. Shoulders are down. It should feel pretty good. Come back to center, and let's take it to the other side. Right arm up, behind the left knee. Twist and breathe. Really pressing with the hand to get a nice stretch there. And come back gently, and let's take one more. So we're going to take the left hand, bring it up and over, and twist. But now we're going to put both hands down in front of you, keeping this hip down. We're going to just drop over, bend the elbows, and allow the upper body to drop as much as it can. So again, we're getting a twist, but we're also getting a curve here. Shake that head out. No. Shake the head, yes. Let's take that once more. Shake the head, no. And shake the head, yes. And then rolling up through that spine, nice and easy. And twist, and let's repeat it to the other side. So the right arm comes up and around. Take the twisted position, shoulders are down. Hands drop in front of you. And then lower the head down and the upper body, keeping both hips on the floor. So we're getting a nice opening through the upper spine, neck area. Let it continue deepening. And then roll up through the spine. And then allow yourself to untwist. Excellent. Keeping the backs nice and long. Let's bring the arms out. Taking a breath in. Hands come together. Bring your hands to your chest. And give thanks to your body for taking you through this journey today. Have a great day.